Lesson 8. E-commerce. Introduction. E-commerce or electronics commerce is a methodology of modern business which addresses the need of business organizations, vendors and customers to reduce cost and improve the quality of goods and services while increasing the speed of delivery. E-commerce refers to the paperless exchange of business information using the following ways: electronic data interchange (EDI), electronic mail (email), electronic bulletin boards, electronic fund transfer (EFT), other network-based technologies. Features. E-commerce provides the following features: non-cash payment. E-commerce enables the use of credit cards, debit cards, smart cards, electronic fund transfer via bank's website, and other modes of electronics payment. 24/7 service availability. E-commerce automates the business of enterprises and the way they provide services to their customers. It is available anytime, anywhere. Advertising, marketing. E-commerce increases the reach of advertising of products and services of businesses. It helps in better marketing management of products or services. Improved sales. Using e-commerce, orders for the products can be generated anytime, anywhere without any human intervention. It gives a big boost to existing sales volumes. Support. E-commerce provides various ways to provide pre-sales and post-sales assistance to provide better services to customers. Inventory management. E-commerce automates inventory management. Reports get generated instantly when required. Product inventory management becomes very efficient and easy to maintain. Communication improvement. E-commerce provides ways for faster, efficient, reliable communication with customers and partners. Traditional commerce versus e-commerce. Traditional commerce, e-commerce. Heavy dependency on information exchange from person to person. Information sharing is made easy via electronic communication channels, making a little dependency on person-to-person information exchange. Communication or transactions are done in synchronous way. Manual intervention is required for each communication or transaction. Communication or transactions can be done in asynchronous way. The whole process is completely automated. It is difficult to establish and maintain standard practices in traditional commerce. A uniform strategy can be easily established and maintained in e-commerce. Communications of business depends upon individual skills. In e-commerce, there is no human intervention. Unavailability of a uniform platform as traditional commerce depends heavily on personal communication. E-commerce websites provide the user a platform where all the information is available at one place. E-commerce advantages. The advantages of e-commerce can be broadly classified into three major categories: advantages to organizations, advantages to consumers, advantages to society. Advantages to organizations. Using e-commerce, organizations can expand their market to national and international markets with minimum capital investment. An organization can easily locate more customers, best suppliers, and suitable business partners across the globe. E-commerce helps organizations to reduce the cost to create, process, distribute, retrieve, and manage the paper-based information by digitizing the information. E-commerce improves the brand image of the company. E-commerce helps organizations to provide better customer service. E-commerce helps to simplify the business processes and makes them faster and efficient. E-commerce reduces the paperwork. E-commerce increases the productivity of organizations. It supports pull-type supply management. In pull-type supply management, a business process starts when a request comes from a customer and it uses just-in-time manufacturing way. Advantages to customers. It provides 24/7 support. Customers can inquire about a product or service and place orders anytime, anywhere from any location. E-commerce application provides users with more options and quicker delivery of products. E-commerce application provides users with more options to compare and select the cheaper and better options. A customer can put review comments about a product and can see what others are buying or see the review comments of other customers before making a final purchase. E-commerce provides options of virtual auctions. It provides readily available information. A customer can see the relevant detailed information within seconds rather than waiting for days or weeks. E-commerce increases the competition among organizations, and as a result, organizations provide substantial discounts to customers. Advantages to society. Customers need to travel to shop a product, thus less traffic on road and low air pollution. E-commerce helps in reducing the cost of products, so less affluent people can also afford the products. E-commerce has enabled rural areas to access services and products otherwise not available to them. E-commerce helps the government to deliver public services such as healthcare, education, social services at a reduced cost and in an improved manner. The disadvantages of e-commerce can be broadly classified into two major categories: technical disadvantages, non-technical disadvantages. Technical disadvantages. There can be lack of system security, reliability, or standards owing to poor implementation of e-commerce. The software development industry is still evolving and keeps changing rapidly. In many countries, network bandwidth might cause an issue. Special types of web servers or other software might be required by the vendor, setting the e-commerce environment apart from network servers. Sometimes it becomes difficult to integrate an e-commerce software or website with existing applications or databases. There could be software or hardware compatibility issues, as some e-commerce software may be incompatible with some operating system or any other components. Non-technical disadvantages. Initial cost. The cost of creating or building an e-commerce application in-house may be very high. There could be delays in launching an e-commerce application due to mistakes and lack of experiences. User resistance. Users may not trust the site, being an unknown, faceless seller. Such mistrust makes it difficult to convince traditional users to switch from physical stores to online or virtual stores. Security or privacy. It is difficult to ensure the security or privacy on online transactions. Lack of touch or feel of products during online shopping is a drawback. E-commerce applications are still evolving and changing rapidly. Internet access is still not cheaper and is inconvenient to use for many potential customers, for example, those living in remote villages. Factors affecting e-commerce. Privacy. It is easy to collect a lot of personal information from a consumer using an e-commerce website. Security. Online transactions are inherently more insecure than those conducted in person because there is no way to guarantee that the person making the payment is actual owner of the credit card used. Price wars. Merchants used to selling at their shop may often find selling online an extremely competitive marketplace, or products are purchased from illegitimate retailers because they had the best price. Returns and complaints. Selling online means usually a higher return rate on products than when the purchase was conducted in person. Electronic Data Interchange (EDI). Electronic Data Interchange (EDI) is an electronic communication method that provides standards for exchanging data via any electronic means. Two different companies or organizations, even in two different countries, can electronically exchange documents such as purchase orders, invoices, shipping notices, and many others. EDI implies a sequence of messages between two parties, either of whom may serve as originator or recipient. The formatted data is transmitted via telecommunications or physically transported on electronic storage media using wires. What is e-card? An e-card is similar to a postcard or greeting card, with the primary difference being that it is created using digital media instead of paper or other traditional materials. E-cards are made available by publishers, usually on various internet sites, where they can be sent to a recipient, usually via email. It also considered more environmentally friendly compared to traditional paper cards. E-card businesses are considered environmentally friendly because their carbon footprint is generally much lower compared to paper card companies and because paper is not used in the end product. E-cards can be easily sent to many people at once or extensively personalized by the sender. Typically, an e-card sender chooses from an online catalog of e-cards made available on a publisher's website. After selecting a card, the sender can personalize it to various degrees by adding a message, photo, or video. Finally, the sender specifies the recipient's email address and the website delivers an email message to the recipient on behalf of the sender. Types of e-card. Flash animation. This type of e-card is based on two-dimensional vector animation controlled with a scripting language. Flash animated greeting cards can include interactivity, for example, asking the viewer to choose a picture to animate. Video e-cards. Video e-cards use a combination of personalized text and video to convey the message to the recipient. Mobile e-cards. With the advance in mobile technologies, Multimedia Messaging Service (MMS), which is basically picture SMS, became more and more popular. Web-based multimedia e-cards. The web-based card creation has been evolving, becoming more creative. The user can create greeting cards online, choosing backgrounds, drag and drop messages, animations, smiles, and write text that look like handwriting. The major benefits of EDI are often stated as speed and accuracy. EDI can speed up your business cycles by 61%, exchange transactions in minutes instead of the days or weeks of wait time from the postal service, improves data quality, delivering at least a 30 to 40% reduction in transactions with errors, eliminating errors from illegible handwriting, lost faxes or mail, and keying or rekeying errors. Using EDI can reduce the order-to-cash cycle time by more than 20%, improving business partner transactions and relationships. Email. Email, electronic mail, is the exchange of computer-stored messages by telecommunication. Some publications spell it email. We prefer the currently more established spelling of an email. Email messages are usually encoded in ASCII text. However, you can also send non-text files such as graphic images and sound files as attachments sent in binary streams. Email was one of the first uses of the internet and is still the most popular use. A large percentage of the total traffic over the internet is email. Email can also be exchanged between online service provider users and in networks other than the internet, both public and private. Email can be distributed to lists of people as well as to individuals. A shared distribution list can be managed by using an email reflector. Some mailing lists allow you to subscribe by sending a request to the mailing list administrator. A mailing list that is administered automatically is called a list server. Email address. Each user of email is assigned a unique name for his email account. This name is known as email address. Different users can send and receive messages according to the email address. Email is generally of the form username at domain name. For example, webmaster@tutorialspoint.com is an email address where webmaster is username and tutorialspoint.com is domain name. The username and the domain name are separated by @ symbol. Email addresses are not case sensitive. Spaces are not allowed in email address. Email message components. Email message comprises of different components: email header, greeting, text, and signature. These components are described in the following diagram. Email header. The first 5 lines of an email message is called email header. The header part comprises of following fields: from, date, to, subject, CC, BCC. From. The from field indicates the sender's address, that is, who sent the email. Date. The date field indicates the date when the email was sent. To. The to field indicates the recipient's address, that is, to whom the email is sent. Subject. The subject field indicates the purpose of email. It should be precise and to the point. CC. CC stands for carbon copy. It includes those recipient addresses whom we want to keep informed but not exactly the intended recipient. BCC. BCC stands for black carbon copy. It is used when we do not want one or more of the recipients to know that someone else was copied on the message. Greeting. Greeting is the opening of the actual message. Example, hi sir or hi guys, etc. Text. It represents the actual content of the message. Signature. This is the final part of an email message. It includes name of sender, address and contact number. Advantages. Email has proved to be powerful and reliable medium of communication. Here are the benefits of email. Reliable, convenience, speed, inexpensive, printable, global, generality. Reliable. Many of the mail systems notify the sender if email message was undeliverable. Convenience. There is no requirement of stationery and stamps. One does not have to go to post office, but all these things are not required for sending or receiving a mail. Speed. Email is very fast. However, the speed also depends upon the underlying network. Inexpensive. The cost of sending email is very low. Printable. It is easy to obtain a hard copy of an email. Also, an electronic copy of an email can also be saved for records. Global. Email can be sent and received by a person sitting across the globe. Generality. It is also possible to send graphics, programs and sounds with an email. Disadvantages. Apart from several benefits of email, there also exist some disadvantages as discussed below. Forgery, overload, misdirection, junk, no response. Forgery. Email doesn't prevent from forgery, that is, someone impersonating the sender, since sender is usually not authenticated in any way. Overload. Convenience of email may result in a flood of mail. Misdirection. It is possible that you may send email to an unintended recipient. Junk. Junk emails are undesirable and inappropriate emails. Junk mails are sometimes referred to as spam. No response. It may be frustrating when the recipient does not read the email and respond on a regular basis.